What's our topic today?
What you mean, what's our topic?
This week.
You don't be knowing our topics?
I'll just wait to be surprised, I guess.
All right, well, let's go with this. In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spent most of my. So you don't know this song? We all know this
Theme
song.
songs?
It's not necessarily theme songs, but had some. We worked on Sister last week. Sister.
Stop doing it like that.
Sorry. So, but first, let's start off. Hello. Welcome to another episode of Taking the Stage podcast. I'm the math guy, Steve. It's Paige, babe. So, today, well, first, how was your day, baby? Okay, how was your, the past few days? How was your week? How was the past few days?
My week was fine. I always have to go back and think about, like, what day will we get? But I know what day it is.
It's Friday. We're shooting on Friday this time. During the day, by the way.
We had an appointment yesterday morning. I went with your mom. And I really enjoyed it. We finally switched over to the birthing center. And we got to do our first appointment with them. Everything was really nice and calm and a lot different from when we had Mel. I'm excited for you to see like the facility and everything.
Yeah, I wasn't able to go because
you're giving exams.
Yeah, I had to proctor some exams. Raise your chair up a little bit. I had to proctor exams. Pretty much all week, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and so, but it was still a good week. I mean, I've been grading all week, kind of doing last minute, little parts to give my students as much partial credit as possible, essentially. But almost done. But yeah, it was a good week, productive week. And
yeah, I feel like it's been a really busy week.
Busy for sure. Yeah, that's the exact word. Yes. So, but yeah, I mean, we still. I got the message this week, so I got to work on that later today. But I mean,
and you've also been a lot of help this week because not that back stuff I had going on.
Oh, well, thank you for saying that. I didn't realize I was being a good help.
Well, yeah, because like I couldn't get out of bed by myself and stuff like that. It was just hard, and pick Mel up.
Trying to be a good husband. For poop me scoop. Okay, so today's podcast is about our favorite shows.
Ooh.
I know, right? I mean, me and Paige, one of the things that we connected with a long time ago was not only music, which we'll get to that on another day, and how we got to that, trading the iPods and all that, or Zoom. We're gonna talk about it. Don't worry about it.
He thought he was cold with that Zoom.
Don't hate on the Zoom, fam. Don't hate. Anyway, but also just things that we were able to watch together. Because everything isn't for everybody. Every type of show isn't for everybody, and even those specific shows you don't necessarily relate to it the same way. Even if you do watch something together, and so, but we've been watching television together for a very long time. And then just kind of understanding each other's, whether it's a comedy, each other's humor, or whether it's a drama, each other's, emotional, tics, I guess, or emotional sensitivity, those types of things. And so I just thought it was interesting. I thought we might, share that. The first thing
I'm down for a favorites episode.
Favorites. That's what it's about. Okay, so outside of each other, you're my favorite, Paige.
Oh, am I?
You're my favorite show. You're my favorite show. Okay. You and then the comedy that is Mel. It's my favorite show. That's a drama as well. That's a.
She's well rounded.
She has her. Okay, we'll get to all those. Okay. Favorite. So, what's your favorite show? Of all time. Let's just go with that, and then
all time,
and then we'll break down categories as we go. But
I wish I had time to think about this.
Okay. Let's start with So not necessarily television shows.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll get to movies. But let's start with movies. Your favorite movie of all time?
That made it worse. You go first. You go first. Let me think.
Okay. She's only saying I go first because she knows that it's very easy for me. What's my favorite movie of all time? Paige. My favorite movie of all time? Mine.
Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption. It's the Shawshank Redemption.
The Shawshank Redemption.
It's my favorite movie of all time, even though I'm a comedy fiend. I love comedies, even the bad ones. But Shawshank is definitely my favorite movie of all time. It's just kind of actually my second message at church of all time. My second message ever was on Shawshank Redemption, just kind of being free and realizing the abilities you have to be free, even if you've been in this burdensome life, you can be free, that type of thing. So but yeah, that's my favorite movie of all time. I'll name my top 3 to give her a little bit of time, since clearly Paige is
now we
thinking.
have to do top 3.
No, I'm okay. Top 3. That is minimal, Paige.
Oh, like favorites. Okay.
Good man. Okay.
We'll just put an asterisk by mine because it'll be subject to change. When is my turn?
Okay. She's like 30 years old, and she's okay. My second favorite, Paige. My second favorite.
Why do I have to do your list?
Oh, I know my list. I want to see if you knew. It's our podcast.
Back to the Future trilogy.
That's third. Okay, that would be the third. Second, it's a comedy.
And like animated.
It is animated.
The Jungle Book.
Oh my goodness, that's a comedy. Paige.
It is a comedy.
First of all, Jungle Book is not a comedy. It's just animated. It's not a comedy.
Yeah, your favorite movies: Shawshank Redemption, the trilogy, and not the Jungle Book. The Emperor's New Groove.
Emperor's
I'm sorry.
New Groove. Emperor's New Groove is my second favorite movie of all time. It's hilarious. But those are my 3, and then Back to the Future trilogy just kills it. Matrix trilogy is probably up there in top 10. I'm trying to think of others that I would have just to try. I'm trying to buy you time. I'm filibustering.
I can start.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, what you got?
Okay, so I don't know what this is. No like particular order.
Subject to change.
Yes. The Devil Wears Prada.
Okay.
I love that movie, and I don't know. It makes me cry. It makes me laugh.
Yeah, I knew it was in your top. I just didn't know that was first. But go ahead.
It's overall entertaining. I love all the Friday movies. I don't know what some people are talking about when they're like, I don't like the third one.
You love all 3. I'm about to leave all 3.
I love all of them.
Some people don't like the second one either.
I enjoy all of the Friday movies.
All 3 are good to me.
And a third movie like that I wouldn't mind putting on anytime.
I'm trying to see if I thought it was on the same.
What you got? Let me see.
I thought you were gonna say Mean Girls at one point. Mean Girls was your movie for the longest time.
For the longest time, I just haven't seen it in so long.
Oh, okay.
Dang, I really do like that movie. So yeah, I'm gonna throw Mean Girls.
Well, what were you about to say then before I interrupted? What were you?
No, I was just gonna go off the list of top movies that I like, which Mean Girls is on there.
Yeah.
But I forgot how much I like that movie. So yeah, I'm gonna go Mean Girls.
Okay. So if that's our top movies, okay, top show. Let's do 3. Let's keep going with 3. Top shows, let's go with categories. I have categories because shows are different, right?
Okay.
Shows are kind of a little more depends on what you're trying to watch it for, right? So let's go with comedies to start. Top 3 comedy television shows of all time for you. What you got?
Comedy television shows?
Yeah.
Living Single.
Okay.
Martin. Let's do top 5.
Okay, let's go 5. Comedies, you gotta go 5. Okay.
Living Single, Martin. Everybody Hates Chris. I would say Fresh Prince because I enjoy all of them, but Okay, I'm gonna put that one to the side. We're gonna put
Okay,
that at 5 right now.
Hold that thought.
Okay. Also, because I'm trying to give all of my favorite shows a chance. Huge fan of Insecure, as well as see.
If you don't just see it, it's a
okay.
podcast.
No, say Fresh
People gotta
Prince.
hate. Okay,
that's my last one. I was between that and Girlfriends.
Okay. So interestingly enough, you picked all black shows.
That's all I've been watching lately.
No, I would not pick all black shows, but that doesn't mean I'm canceled automatically. Okay, that doesn't. Okay, so my favorite comedies of all time. Martin Fresh Prince 1A 1B.
1A 1B.
Yeah.
So the music gets 6.
No. That's the top 2.
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
I mean, you're doing A through A, B, C, D. Okay.
I'm just saying one is not above the other.
Oh.
Those are kind of equal on my level. Then I'll do third. See what I'm saying? 1A, 1B, then third. This is gonna be on YouTube, so try to pick your face up a little bit, okay?
Oh.
Third, I'd probably pick King of Queens, honestly.
Oh.
Right.
No, I want King of Queens on mine too.
King of Queens. Fourth is gonna be Big Bang Theory, BBT. Now I know those later seasons is kind of.
I know that's something like I
later
cannot give
seasons is not really, but I mean they had 12 seasons. Later seasons is okay to be. Look, last season of Martin, not all. Okay, anyway. So I'm gonna go BBT fourth and fifth. I had one, but I forgot what it was. What do we have? It was a comedy. All these are comedies. It was a black comedy. I don't know. I can't remember.
Jeffersons?
No, it wasn't that old. I mean, it was. I forget.
101?
Keep going.
All of us?
Keep going.
It was during UPN?
It wasn't during UPN. Because Steve Harvey was that's top 10.
Wait, no, I'm adding Steve Harvey to mine.
You can't add up. It's the top 5. You can't add all of them.
I love the Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey show was cold. But that was your UPN. Because we going, but when we get to dramas, Seventh Heaven was cold. Rules of Engagement was good. It wasn't long enough. It wasn't enough seasons. Rules of Engagement was cold. No. It was another one that I really liked, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. I had it in my head before you started talking. I was like, that was a good. Anyway. But I got 5 now. 5 is good. So okay, what about dramas?
A television drama?
Yeah, television dramas that and that's of all time. So not necessarily right now, but of all time.
I used to love anything Shondaland related. All of those shows were so good, like the storytelling. Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder.
Yeah, murder.
The Catch was even good for like the one season.
We rocked with The Catch.
We were on that show.
Was that Shonda?
Well, it was.
I mean, Shondaland. It was Thursday night, but
it was Shondaland, but I think it was a different.
Because I think Grey's was an hour, and then the other was. Oh no! All 3 of those 3 hours in a row was Shondaland, and after that was it was a Shondaland.
I can't say I really like. I mean, Grey's Anatomy I used to watch like when I was in high school, but I got tired of crying every episode, so I gave up.
It's like, what's the newest one that make you cry every episode?
This Is Us.
This Is Us, yeah.
That's why I haven't even watched that.
I watched the first 2. I'm already a mush, so I can't really be crying all like that every day. Anyway,
yeah. Anything Shondaland related, dramas. I feel like I don't really watch too many dramas. CSI, we watched that a bunch of times.
We watched every episode a bunch of times, yes.
I like Law and Order when I can get into it. But you need like a long time to sit and watch like CSI and Law and Order? Because you can't just watch one episode. Yeah. You have to watch like at minimum like 5 episodes.
Yeah, you gotta watch them back to back. Wait, what's the realistic drama? It's like a docu type of thing. It's similar to CSI, but it's like CSI but real life stuff. I can't remember the name of it.
Real life stuff.
Yeah, they actually go through actual. There's a fly in here, so if y'all hear that. Anyway, but yeah, those criminal who
The who done?
I say who got you, who done it. Yeah.
I used to watch like 1,000 Ways to Die and stuff, or
that's actually a comedy in my head.
like the untold stories, things like that. I like watching, or like the stuff that comes on the ID channel, or like Snap.
That's what I say, the ID stuff. Those are
Or Snapped and things like that. I enjoy stories like that too.
Why? I'm curious.
Because these are like real life scenarios, and it's just there's some sort of appeal to the lengths people will go to either cover up a crime or to commit a crime.
Well, I think part of it for me, because I'm similar, but part of it for me is like how someone's mind works, and just kind of you're analyzing or comparing it to what you know normal people's lives are,
right?
And your normal mindset. Like, I got all this stuff to do. How do you go to that extreme to
even like
to do something like that?
American Greed, that's another really good one about like businesses and stuff and the corruptness. Like, it's just
another drama you like, which is it's a drama, but it's not in that same vein. But what's the American something, the horror?
Oh, American Horror Story?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of haven't watched in a few seasons.
Well, horror is not one of the categories I have because I don't watch horror stuff. So I'm just, I get scared quickly.
I can only watch that show during the daytime, and I'm very busy during the light hours. And so.
You're not watching that at night?
No, I'm not.
You sure?
So I haven't been able to watch in a few seasons.
You couldn't even watch, what we watched the other day? You couldn't even watch that at night.
What were we watching?
Just a Netflix docu. Fourth Trial. No, Fourth Trial or something.
Trial 4.
Trial 4, yeah.
Yeah.
You got scared.
I was. Those cartoon reenactments.
Oh yeah. Yeah, mine for dramas are similar. On the, CSI and those, crime stuff, except for a few. I got a few extra ones that I would add on there. My top would probably be Seventh Heaven. When I see their happy faces smiling back at me.
Seventh Heaven.
Growing up, it was, toxic masculinity. As males, we weren't supposed to watch drama and have our emotions on our sleeves and things like that. And so I was, but me and my mom, we would watch our Seventh Heaven. That was our little time. our hour of just, hanging out. 30 minutes. I can't remember how long it was. That was our, moments to hang out, and I could be emotional. That was okay. But also, it was a good show. I mean,
Seventh Heaven was a good show.
It was. And it came on right before wrestling, so I could be emotional with my mom, then go watch wrestling, be, masculine and stuff,
Balance.
Balance is the key. That's the key. But yeah, Seventh Heaven, other dramas, CSI is one of my faves. I mean, we watched every episode at least 3 times. Just going through it's on Hulu. What else? Yeah, Shondaland, That Murder, Scandal. We rewatched Scandal, I think, twice. Every episode. We watched it live while it was coming out.
We tried to rewatch twice. But, that Olivia and Fitz back and forth would just drive me crazy. So
especially if it's back-to-back episodes. Like, it was okay if it was a week in between.
Yeah.
The back-to-back episodes, Paige was like, come on now. These clearly it was but it's similar to Girlfriends. Because, like, Joan, it's on you, fam. Olivia, it's on you. Anyway. Shondaland is on there. I'm trying to think of other dramas. We don't watch much dramas because it's mainly comedy stuff that we watch, or it's just, other categories on here.
Yeah, because you don't really get, like, that much time to really sit and watch TV in the first place. And so when you do, you don't want to spend the little time that you have like just watching something that's going to drain even more energy from you.
Life is already exhausting.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to spend extra. But I mean, sometimes it's, to try to relate to, different circumstances, different people. But you don't have the time for it, honestly. Okay. The next category I have on here is, I have it in quotes, but black shows. So if we're not just talking about...
I just listed a whole bunch of black shows. I know,
but okay, what would be your favorite black show? And not saying it's the blackest show. We're not here to,
Oh, I forgot to put Blackish on my list.
Blackish is up there on comedies for sure. That hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
But if we had to list like, okay, our favorite just typical black person show. And let's not do the ones that we've already done.
The good ones?
First of all, hold on. There's good ones outside of the ones we did, but saying, okay, if it just appealed to black people, let's go with that. A show that just mainly appealed to black people. What would you say your top quote unquote black show would be? Because I have a few.
Probably a black show that appealed to black people.
Or was made for black, as Kev on stage would say. It's for black people anyway. So, what will be a show that you...
The FUBU of black shows.
Okay, there we go. Let's go with that. For us, boss.
I would say... Okay, outside of the ones we've already named,
mm-hmm.
I would probably say A Different World.
And that had mass appeal too, but it was made for us by us for sure.
Well, I'm also speaking us specifically because I think it's more like relatable for you and I.
True.
But for all black people,
Different World, okay.
I don't know. You go. Let's see.
Okay, so I had in my head, I had a few seconds ago before you said A Different World.
What's on your docket?
Well, I just put my answers, Paige. I don't put my answers on the docket. Notes? No, I do put notes sometimes, but let's see. Newer shows, Marlon, I really liked. Even though it got canceled. The Jamie Foxx one, even though I think it has more mass appeal. What's the one?
The Carmichael Show.
Okay, I was going to get to that. I was saying, but that is newer as well. I was saying the Jamie Foxx one.
Dad, don't embarrass me.
Yeah, stop embarrassing me. Okay. So, Carmichael Show, I really liked, even though the last few seasons, but that was a banger. I mean, I had everybody in it.
The Carmichael Show was great.
Dag, Tiffany Haddish, Lil Rel. I mean, everybody was in that thing. So Carmichael Show, if we're going back to, 90s, 2000s-ish, Jamie Foxx show doesn't get enough love. His show by his actual show. What else? You said Living Single. But what else came around that time? You already said Chris, Everybody Hates Chris. That was a banger in 2000s.
You mean like the UPN shows?
Well, we said Steve Harvey show, but I mean, yeah, what other UPN shows? One-on-one.
All of Us.
The
Hughley Show.
I forgot about the Hughleys. Bernie Mac Show.
Oh, okay.
Paige, you can't go back in.
I put on the Bernie Mac Show anytime.
Every chance we get, you put on Bernie Mac Show.
I love the Bernie Mac Show.
Bernie Mac Show. If we go back to the 80s ish, what we got? Well, because it wasn't much. I mean, Cosby Show is up there.
I'm like,
Show is up there. We're just clarifying. The show was great. But back then there wasn't much, for us.
In Living Color.
In Living Color, okay. As a sketch. But there wasn't much, for us bias in the 80s. So it's really 90s on. Yeah. And those are the ones I can think of off the top of my head.
Showtime at the Apollo.
Oh, I didn't think about that as a show, but yeah, by definition, it's a show. But also, yeah, it was on television as
Comic
well.
View.
on BET. Coming at you 6 nights a week. Get your laugh on.
Hey.
If you want to get your laugh on, get your laugh on, baby.
Even though we couldn't really watch that stuff. But
We weren't supposed to be watching it.
Well, weren't supposed to be watching it.
But I sure watched it. And that's how it's comic. That's the reason why I know a lot of those older comics now. But yeah, no, I mean, there's plenty of shows back then, especially black shows, where because you grow up black, you just kind of know the culture, and you have to know certain people in the culture in order to relate to other people.
Yeah, but I did watch like a lot of Disney growing up too.
True. Okay, wait, that's not on the docket, but let's do it. Okay, what about your fave Disney shows? And okay, let's do Disney Nick together. Because I can never remember which is on which. I ain't gonna hold you.
I can tell you because I knew the differences.
Well, okay, go ahead.
Because we would have TV hours.
Right. Well, y'all did.
Yeah.
We had our specific, one show that we watched at a specific time, but other than that, it was kind of you watch whatever the other one was watching at the time. Whoever got TV first, because there's only two of us. But yeah, what you got? Disney/Nick. Okay, this is the top 5.
The Proud Family.
Proud Family.
You gotta do a theme song for everything.
Why not, Paige? It's a podcast. We get to do it how we want.
Fine. The Proud Family. Oh, it's on at 1 o'clock.
She's so used to doing this in the middle of the night.
I'm like, I might have time to give me a snowball.
A snowball.
I really want one. And then Ariana called me the other day and she said she got a snowball. I was like, oh, man.
We don't do names on the potty, Paige.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
She probably won't know this.
She don't listen to our podcast. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's just us.
The Proud Family. That's So Raven.
I didn't think That's So Raven would be that high up.
Lizzie McGuire.
I like no Lizzie.
I love Lizzie McGuire. I'm trying to think of what was on there. Sister. Well, they eventually put Sister on there.
Yeah. You talking about Disney?
I forgot to say Smart Guy.
Are you talking about Disney?
On Disney, they eventually put Sister.
I'm just saying all the ones you're including are both.
Oh,
because we're doing Nick too. So okay,
and
let's do separate because you clearly.
Well, that's the thing because I was a Disney kid. You know how you had like your favorite.
Yeah, I was both. So okay, yeah, but go okay. So Disney, if you're doing just Disney, you said Proud Family.
That's So Raven.
That's So Raven. Lizzie. Sister. We're gonna count that. That's fine. What else?
Did they put? Yeah, Smart Guy was on there eventually.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. That's top 5. That's 5. Wait, hold on.
That's 5.
I just counted them out loud. Yes. Proud Family. I forgot who you said second, but Lizzie.
I said That's So Raven.
That's So Raven. Lizzie McGuire. Sister. Smart Guy. That's 5.
Okay. All right.
You got plenty more to go, huh? Go ahead, man.
No.
Okay, who else you was gonna put on there?
I was gonna try to throw Even Stevens in there, but that's okay.
All right, my Disney. Again, it's hard for me to distinguish. Smart Guy. That's So Raven. What's the one where they had she was a teenager, but she had the baby sister. And it wasn't Wizards of Waverly Place, but it was on the same.
Good Luck Charlie.
Good Luck Charlie. That was my jam. I only got 3.
And you liked that show.
I don't know why.
And that wasn't when we were kids. We were full grown.
Yeah. I was an adult watching that. But I just love the show. But it was reminiscent of... Because, That's So Raven, honestly, I think I only watched it more so when I was older as well.
Really?
Yeah, I watched it when it was live, but it wasn't like I kept up with it.
Oh.
But I watched it more so when Smart Guy too. I watched it live, but I only kept up. But that was on UPN at first, I think, huh? Smart Guy?
I think it was on WB.
WB, okay. I think anyway. But okay, so those are 3 I can think of off the top of my head. I wasn't Even Stevens. I wasn't who you said? The Lizzie McGuire. I can't think of any of the shows. Most of my Disney stuff was Disney movies that we watched. It wasn't really Disney shows like talking about it. But Nick though, on that Nick tip, What you got?
Not the Nick Tip.
Nick Tip.
I have to remember the shows that came on Nickelodeon like that.
We got Doug. That's number one.
Right.
Off the top.
Yeah,
Even though
like Doug.
it was lame. People called it lame, but because it wasn't. But Doug.
All that.
Kenan and Kel.
Yeah, Kenan and Kel.
Rugrats.
Rugrats.
You heard, man. Shout out. What else?
And they had like Ren and Stimpy.
Yes, it went on. Oh wait, what about Recess? I know y'all was on Recess like hard. That was a little past my age.
I was watching Recess the other day.
I'm sure you were. What else?
I think Recess might be Disney then because that's where I watched it on Disney.
Oh yeah, Recess was Disney. Yeah, you're right. Recess was Disney. And what's that girl? The red hair girl? I don't know if it was Disney or Nick.
Alex Mack?
No, it was a cartoon.
Redhead?
I think she was redhead.
Oh,
that y'all used to be on often.
Pepper Ann?
Pepper Ann. Y'all used to be on that.
Pepper Ann. That was my show.
Yeah. Oh, but now you get to sing theme songs.
Face.
But now you get to sing theme songs, though.
Those are like the Saturday morning shows. Brace Face.
Yeah, there's some bangers back in the gap, man. And so, but okay, so that was our cartoon versions of it, or Disney. I'm about to say Netflix, Disney Nick version. Okay, what about?
Well, then they had the stuff that was on Channel 64, like
so Cartoon Network shows.
Powerpuff Girls.
Those are different, yeah.
Yeah, I always call it Channel 64. That's what we grew up calling it.
Literally.
Not
your Cartoon Network? You mean Channel 64? in New Orleans, I don't know if this is in other cities, but that's what every show we named it by.
Yeah, you just went by the
Disney
channel.
was 30, Nick was 31.
Yeah.
BET was 22.
MTV was 27.
MTV was 27. 64 was Cartoon Network. Like, we named it by the station because everybody had the same station. So anyway, I don't know. Yeah, is that cultural? I don't know if that's
I don't know,
local or
but
cultural.
I'm so used to saying Channel 64. But yeah, well, my brother more so watched that. That's what he would watch during his time.
What, Cartoon Network?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So like Dragon Ball Z,
yeah,
Pokemon.
I wasn't on DBZ like that.
I would watch like Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, what about
Totally
the Ed, Edd n Eddy?
Ed, and Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
What's the Buff dude?
Oh, I know you're talking about. Yeah,
was it Johnny?
Johnny Bravo.
Yes,
Johnny Bravo.
I didn't watch that. Cowardly. What's his name? Cowardly. The scary one. The scary show. I don't have to.
But speaking of scary show, I forgot the Nick show. Are You Afraid of the Dark? I was on you. Are You Afraid of the Dark? I ain't gonna hold you. I was on that.
Not me.
Yep.
I was like, yes, I am.
Are you afraid of the dark? Yep. So I'll have to watch the show, right? That answered the question.
Do you remember that movie, Don't Look Under the Bed? I was like, why would anybody watch this?
Yeah, I remember that movie. I watched it once and I was done. But Are You Afraid of the Dark? I don't know why. I was kind of, I don't know, it was a sinister part of me, I guess. But I used to watch it even though I know I was going to be scared later on.
Or like Goosebumps.
Goosebumps? Well, the books before the show. But yeah, I remember shows.
Did you watch Animorphs?
I did. I didn't like it.
I used to like that show, but I was the only one who would watch it. So
did you read the books though?
Yeah.
See, I couldn't. That's the reason I didn't like the show because the books was already good.
Oh.
The show was kind of okay. Now y'all just trying too hard.
Really?
Yeah. To me, I don't know why the show, especially when they already had other good shows, including Doug, which people used to make fun of me of. But
for watching Doug, really?
Because it was the least action filled show. It was kind of like just a kid being regular life.
I know. I like shows like that.
I know. That's what I thought too. But other people apparently wanted more out of this show. Anyway, okay. The next one I have on the docket, is only because I had the phrase "black show."
Okay.
I put on here white show. now let me clarify what I mean by that.
All other shows.
There we go. That's what I meant. That's what I want to clarify. I don't want to say it as so any other show that we wouldn't call a black show, or more specifically, because we grew up in a culture of around black people. You watching that white stuff? boy,
I never really heard, like, nobody said things like that until I got older.
Nah, babe. You went to private school most of your life, so white people probably wouldn't say that to you, or black people probably wouldn't say it to you because they were in the same. So, but I got it all the time, especially being already the nerd guy that I am. So, any non quote unquote black show, or more specifically, a show that people are gonna call you, I'd be like, now that's a white show. Now, my example would be our faithful listener of the pod, Sir. His would be
the Golden Girl.
Golden Girl. so that would be a perfect example of not you, sir. Now that's clear. But but I just enjoy that show. So what would you say? Or
probably Friends.
That's what I was going.
Yeah. We really enjoyed that show.
I just love the show. I don't care
Yeah, it's a really good show.
People say, well, of course, it's a rip-off of Living Single. We know that.
But I always give Living Single their props. Yeah. I must be, even if I'm the only person playing it on Hulu.
Yeah. It's you, me, and Sir. That's it.
But I faithfully put on Living Single.
But yeah, Friends, I rocks with. We already brought up Rules of Engagement. I'm pretty sure that's a white show.
It is a very white show. I'm pretty sure most people don't even know about that show.
Oh, well, I rocks with it. It's hilarious.
But if we're still talking about like during that time, like afternoon, after school type shows, I will also watch that show with Kelly Cuoco, 10 Things.
Oh, 10 Simple
Rules of Dating My Daughter or something.
No, Simple
10 Things. I think it's 10.
It's 10 something, but then they cut it. Remember, they cut the front part off?
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say Simple Rules of Engagement. That's not how it makes the
but I would and I would watch that, Grounded for Life.
See, I didn't watch Grounded for Life, so I don't know about that. But that was the 10 one. 10 Simple was the one with oh boy from, which is what I was going to bring up.
Three's Company.
Now that's my jam. But a lot of the ones from Three's Company on back, most of them are white shows anyway. Right.
Like Brady Bunch.
Ooh,
I used to love that
I Love
show.
Lucy.
Yeah, I used to love that too.
I mean, all the Nick at Night shows. Let's go. Taxi, Bob Newhart, Mary Tyler Moore, Dick Van Dyke.
Well, we had to turn off the TV when Taxi came on. That's how we knew what time it was.
I was supposed to turn it off. I turned it off, turned it back on. But those are my jams. I ain't gonna hold you. But those, I mean, prototypical white, quote unquote, white shows. I'm not saying, it's only for white people. But those are great shows that I think that people probably look at you like, really? You really watch that? You watch this newscaster who has some issues and with his white boss? No. Yeah, actually I did. Okay. Okay. The next one is a bit different than drama. Suspense. So a suspense type show. I think CSI fits in that category. I would think
that the Shondaland shows would be suspense, because after every episode, like at the end of every episode, like the last 5 minutes, it would just leave you at the edge of your seat waiting for the next week's.
Now hold on, wait. Now which ones? Because Scandal was not like that, but that murder
Scandal was like that.
Scandal was not leave you at the edge of your seat at the end of the episode.
Some of them were.
Some, but not most of the time it wasn't. Most of the time they closed it at the end of the episode. Now you had some leaving parts.
Oh, I see what you mean.
But like suspense is like, okay, that murder is like, oh wait, I gotta watch the next episode because this one is like, okay, what happened next? That type of thing.
True.
See what I'm saying? So, but yeah, the suspense one's okay, that murder. But any other one, like I think CSI is more of drama than suspense. What other ones need you to? Okay, you have to watch the next one.
Or you have to finish the show?
Yeah. Because I don't watch many of those, but I was just curious because I had that.
Probably like Game of Thrones.
Oh, I forgot about God. Oh, that GOT is cold. Yeah, everyone talks about the last season. I know. Okay, unpopular opinion. I was a fan of the last season.
Really?
Yeah.
Even the last
I didn't mind.
episode? Well,
I didn't.
Even the second to last episode, the fight one?
Episode 9.
When you couldn't see anything, I was like, oh no.
No, I was not a fan of how it was shot. I was not a fan of how it was shot. that last episode 9. But the actual outcome, I wasn't mad. Now I do think that Arya should have gotten the throne, so I would have chose differently. But I wasn't mad at the outcome. Oh, is that a spoiler alert? It's been
way too
5
many
years. Something like, okay.
And I wasn't happy with how old girl died.
Oh, the mom.
No, the sister who was sleeping with the brother, evil one.
She was the mom of. She was the mom of them, of Arya and.
No, she wasn't.
Sorry, auntie, yeah, auntie. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I know you weren't a fan of how you thought she should have gotten a death like her son did.
They should have tortured her.
King Joffrey. Joffrey.
I think he got it easy too. They just poisoned him. They should have did him like they like. So
you want to torture for both of them?
Yes.
Well, that's one way to do it.
He had that man living in the stables. Remember?
Yeah. Well, Paige, focus. Okay, we're not talking about one show. what other? But yeah, GOT was one. Mm-hmm. One good. You need to watch the next episode type of thing. I think as far as dramas that needed suspense or that had suspense, what was I know I'm gonna get shot down for this, but the one that was shot in Baltimore, that was about drugs back in the Gap. The Wire. The Wire is one of those where you have to just watch.
I didn't finish it.
I know. You will fall asleep every time. It was a slow show. It's a slow show. I give you that.
I don't really think the drug game is for me.
Nor is the murder game, but you watch How to Get Away with Murder. So I'm confused. Nor is the consultant to the president, but you watch Scandal.
But I understood it a little more. There were some things in The Wire that would just go over my head, and so I wouldn't know what they were talking about and stuff like that. But speaking of drugs, Breaking Bad was really good too.
You watch Breaking Bad every episode, and actually, yeah, that's a great suspense one. So I didn't think about that. But all five seasons, I think it was 5. All 5 seasons of Breaking Bad, you were not a teacher nor a drug creator, a drug dispenser.
But I could understand that a little more. With The Wire, I don't know why there was just no connection there at all.
Maybe if you rewatch it now, we tried to watch it like 7 years ago. So
yeah, maybe if I would rewatch it, but I really didn't understand. And the other day, someone said like what each season was about, and I was like, oh, I didn't even think about it like that. Like I would spend so much time trying to keep up the whole time.
But yeah, the Breaking Bad is a great one actually. It's you gotta watch next. Actually, you have to get through season 1 to the end of season 1. Then you like, actually, same thing with GOT with Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
end
you
of
really
season
do have
1,
to get through the end of season 1.
Then you like, oh, okay, I get how the show rides. Okay, the last category I have is nowadays. Okay, so those are mainly shows that we just we watch or rewatch when we were kids, and now we want to rewatch them all the time. Those type of things. But nowadays, what do we watch, or what's your go-to? And yeah, what's your go-to for just something to watch? I mean, you brought up Blackish, but anything else that what's our go-to shows
that you and I watch together all the time? Not
necessarily, or your go-to show. I mean, so okay, let's do ours together first.
Together. We'll normally put on something like New Girl.
I mean, New Girl is newish.
Oh, you mean current things?
I meant current. Yeah. But New Girl's a jam. New Girl's a banger.
It is.
But go ahead.
We've been watching a lot of like docuseries. We always seem to find a really good docuseries. Things that are more so informative. I feel like we always watch together.
When you get older, you just want to know stuff now. Now I just kind of, okay, what the dude's going on in the rest of the world? All right, okay.
But stuff like that.
Well, we also watch, again, I brought up Blackish, but
the Jamie Foxx show.
Don't embarrass me. Yeah. Stop embarrassing me, Dad. It's on Netflix. I was bringing up Grownish and Blackish. Wait, where is it? Blackish, Grownish and Mixed-ish. Okay. those are pretty good shows.
You finally watched Insecure and you really enjoyed it.
Not finally. That was like a 2 years ago when I finally watched it. But I did finally watch it. It was cool. I'm waiting for this last season. Black Lady Sketch Show, cold. It's not Key and Peele, it's not Dave Chappelle. It's a whole new type of hilarity. What else we got that we just put on? Is kind of most of them on Hulu that we kind of keep up with. What else? We just started watching the what's my dude? Michael Che. Michael Che got a new show on HBO. Funny. Different style. It's not a sketch. It's not but it has sketches in it, kind of. But it is funny. What else you got?
What else have we been watching? I mean, that's outside of just playing old things.
Yeah. Okay, so the last well, why you think of that? The last category I have is in that same vein. You know, we plan on putting these on YouTube. Our podcast.
Mm-hmm.
What's our YouTube things that we be watching? Because I watch outside of Miss Monica and Coco Melon.
Akili and me.
Akili. Outside of those, what YouTube stuff? Because I watch a lot of YouTube stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think we talked about in a previous podcast how a lot of times I get into religious stuff or sports stuff, and those, guilty pleasures, quote unquote. But I mean, some of it is informative, or some of it is just for entertainment for us together or for us separate. Like YouTube stuff, I watch a lot of Come on Stage stuff, a lot of To Hear More stuff.
Yeah, we watch that stuff like all the time.
Yeah.
As far as the things I watch,
yeah, what stuff do you watch, or just stuff you watch outside of YouTube? Don't have to be YouTube.
Oh, well, YouTube wise, lately I've been watching a lot of not birthing videos, but just videos about birthing, like natural birthing and stuff like that. I watch beauty videos. I watch a lot of DIY videos too, but I also like watching like HGTV and stuff like that. So just home development, some sort of development, something I can like learn from. That's what I enjoy doing. I also watched that new documentary on Netflix, My Mother's Garden. That was really good. I think it's necessary for a lot of women.
I didn't see that. What's that about?
It's the one about just women giving the stories of their mothers and grandmothers and how it shaped who they are today, and just talking about those types of stories is really good.
I know you watched a video about the baby and kind of like today.
Oh, that was like for breathing exercises and stuff. And
you got to get your backyard lemonade popping, player.
I know, right? So I can drop all this knowledge I've been getting.
Shout out.
Before this baby comes. Yeah, because I'm prepping for the classes for the baby that we have to take. And so I just want as much knowledge as I can get, because I know during those moments, I'm not going to be thinking about all that stuff like breathe in for 5 seconds, breathe out for 8 seconds. I'm not even thinking about any of that. So
you'll be counting?
If I'm
1, 2.
Right. If I'm like practicing, then all of that stuff will just be second nature to me. So that's why I'm trying to prepare my mind and my body as much as I can, so I won't have to actively like think about it during that time.
Mm-hmm.
But those are the types of things I enjoy. And then you also know that I really enjoy watching all of the nature shows.
Well, I thought you were about to bring up the other ones. But the nature shows you do love watching. The ones you watch on Instagram, because you don't even be watching the whole episodes.
Oh, the clips? Like Real Housewives and stuff? I can't watch the entire episodes. Yeah. I just don't have enough time to sit and watch like the entire episode. So I just watch whatever clips on Instagram. And that's enough for me.
That's enough drama for the day.
It's enough for me to keep up. Mm-hmm. So that's what I like.
You talking about Portia and Nene and...
Oh, we are not going to talk about Portia.
Oh, wait. I don't know that. Okay, this is supposed to be evergreen page. We don't have to...
Oh. Scandalous, huh?
Anyway, so yeah, no. So again, I already brought up the stuff that I like to watch on YouTube. Mostly sports stuff, some religious stuff. But I mean, together, most of the times we watching Kevin on Stage stuff, or To Hear More stuff, or Angel, More, or just
like gardening
ADD
videos,
stuff, or garden.
Watching people build stuff.
I'm about to say the natural building stuff. I watch a lot of
like food.
What's it called? Tiny House.
Yeah.
Is it called Tiny House? What's it called?
It's called Tiny House.
Oh, okay. Tiny House videos of just how people, manage when they're, gardening or when they're living off the grid or those type of things. So, I think that was it. That's all I had. What you got, babe? On this same, okay, what do we watch? Why are we watching this stuff? I think
we watch most of that stuff for, like, of course, entertainment or learning purposes.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of our focus is on...
You can't be yawning on a potty. They can hear that and see it.
Oh, sorry. I keep forgetting that you're going to post these.
Really?
Sorry.
You got jizzokes.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
But...
I'm keeping it in.
Wow. But just for, like, entertainment and some learning, just for us to, like, spend time together. I feel like we spend a lot of time on, like, even outside of the podcast and stuff, just talking like this is how we normally talk.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of our time is spent doing that. So when we're just, like, quiet and we have just, like, a free moment, that's what we fill it with.
Yeah.
Outside of everything else.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
And I'm about saying it's a good time to just kind of, so what we watching today? What we do? Like, it's just our little time just to kind of spend together because what we do on a normal, regular basis outside of each other is working, schooling, dealing with mail, dealing with the other kids, church stuff, other family stuff, and it's never, just hang out and chill time. So we kind of set that aside for it to be just, us or us as a family, us four. It's 4. We can count 4 now, right?
Yep. Got about 10 weeks left.
You kept saying 12 the other day. I'm like, what? Where are you counting?
I was 1 week off.
Yeah, and he was like, oh yeah, it is 11. Actually, it's about 10. About 10 now. So, all right, this was fun.
It was fun.
I know, right? Reminiscing. Any other shows you thought of while...
Yeah, because we never talked about the ABC Family shows. Like, Step by Step.
Step by Step. Wait, which call Full House is on
Full
now.
House.
If we're talking about the newer ones, it's not even ABC Family no more. It's I forgot what the movie is. Freeform. What's the
Grownish?
I know Grownish is on there, but what's the one with Taj Mowry?
Baby Daddy.
Baby Daddy. That's our stuff.
Right, it is. I feel like a lot of shows we watch are so, like...
lame.
Quirky that no one else will watch these shows. Oh, no. Well, maybe we may be mistaken and other people watch them, but in talking to people, it's like no one else watches.
You see the episode of New Girl? Wait, huh?
Well, New Girl is a very popular show.
Really? Okay. Well, yeah, Prince was on it, so I guess it would be, yeah.
But Baby Daddy.
Baby Daddy? I don't know if people know that. Like, I'm not talking about it. But, wait, what else they had on ABC Family that I didn't... You said Step by Step. You said Full House.
The Wonder Years.
Oh, that was on ABC Family?
I thought it was.
Wonder Years. I only watched the reruns way back when, of course. Well, you weren't around when Wonder Years came out, so I mean, you're young.
I brought it up. Sure.
Because we sure didn't bring up Good Times. I'm not talking about ABC Family anymore. I'm talking about shows I just forgot about.
Yeah, like Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I didn't watch that though.
Oh, ABC Family. Okay. But yeah, Good Times. We brought up Jeffersons, I think. I'm going back to black shows. There was some more, I'm sure that I can't. What's the one that the lady that was on Jeffersons? She was on 227.
Oh,
227.
Family Matters.
Family Matters. Goodness.
Moesha. The Parkers.
The Parkers. Yeah, we got plenty.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, all right. This was good though. This was good. If we think of more, we'll start off next episode with that.
Right.
With more, listen, I wrote down these.
I need to start asking people what are their favorite shows more. Because you can probably tell a lot about people
That's the
from
reason I
their
brought it up.
favorite shows.
You can tell exactly who that person is. But you watch CSI and then Fresh Prince right after? Okay. All right.
But you got to, though, because CSI is scary. So you have to watch something light. Right,
but then it's like, but why did he watch CSI? Then what? Okay. But then he watched Fresh Prince. Okay. So I can understand him a little bit more. Because of why that person watched it. So, all right. Anything else?
No, thank you for taking the stage with us again.
Shout out. We'll see y'all next time on Taking the Stage.
Bye.
Have a good one.